Like we always do with this time, go.
What's up, everybody? It's your fave Diva coming to you with the latest and greatest entertainment news. And today, I have a special guest with me. You probably know him best as TeeTee from BET's hit show The Game. Please welcome, via Skype from Atlanta, Georgia.
What's going on?
It's Barry Floyd. Hey, Barry, what's going on?
Much, just chilling down here in Atlanta, shooting another season of The Game.
Oh, yay. Congrats on that. Season 8, right?
Right.
Right.
Season
Yay.
8.
Awesome. Yeah, thank you for doing this. I know your schedule is kind of hectic, and we got the Hip Hop Awards coming up, and I know you're getting ready for that, so I appreciate it. So, yeah, we're going to jump right into the questions. Some questions fans want to know about you. So, actually, how did you get into acting? What made you want to pursue a career in the entertainment industry?
Well, I'm from Philly. I went to Temple University, and I got a film degree when I was down there, and I came out here wanting to be a writer, but I ended up, I took a job as a production assistant on the Game of Girlfriends, and that's like a, low-level position, bottom of the totem pole. You kind of work your way up from there. Okay. But I got a chance to be on a set, and while I was there, everybody just thought it was funny because I was always clowning and joking and stuff. And they asked me to stand in for another actor during a rehearsal one day, an actor that wasn't there, and they thought I was funny. They asked me if I wanted to read for this part on The Game, the part of TeeTee, the part I play now. So I just went in there and booked it, but I had never acted before, so that was my first acting job. And I've been kind of learning how to be an actor on the job.
Oh, wow, that's really cool. You know, you kind of hear like those kind of like, I guess, superstar stories of like overnight successes. So when you read the script, did you feel like it automatically fit you, like you were fit for that role, like you knew you had to book it?
I didn't think I was going to book it. I just went in there. I took it seriously, but it wasn't no pressure because I didn't think I was going to get it. Because, I had to really audition, and there were other actors in there, like real actors that I've seen on TV before. And I just assumed one of them would get it. So I went in there, I guess probably because I approached it that way, and I didn't put any pressure on myself. And, I just kind of, they tell you should just kind of let it go when you go in there and just not worry about it and just do it. And that's what I did. And I guess just because I was natural and because I was loose and not nervous, it just came across. And that's probably what got me a part, I think.
Right. Oh, perfect. Okay, so do you actually consider yourself like a celebrity or famous? Like, does it still kind of like shock you when people come up to you on the street and they're like, hey, like, that's TeeTee? Or, is it just kind of normal now?
Yeah, I think I'm used to it now. It's been, so this is my 8th year doing it. It's been 7 years. Okay. At first, it was surprising. It used to catch me off guard. And now, I guess I gotta call myself a celebrity. Yeah, people that I don't know come up and they know me and they want to talk to me and take pictures and stuff. So, I enjoy it. I don't let it get to my head. I'm still a regular guy, breathe the same air as everybody else. And, I always try to, when fans come up to me, I look at it like, they doing me a favor. They taking time out of their day to come and speak to me and show me appreciation for the job I do and let me know I'm doing good work. So, I keep it all perspective. I don't let it get to my head.
Wow, that's good. Yeah, you're very humble. We met in acting class, so yeah, I could tell like you're very warm and humble, very cool, down to earth. And I think that's how like people feel we can. I guess they give the term celebrity sometimes can be negative, but like you said, you're regular human just like us, so we feel like we can relate to you and the character. So that also helps. Also, I have a question about social media. How do you feel like Twitter, Facebook, Instagram now has impacted like the way we view TV? Because I know like you guys live tweet, during the show. Do you feel like, how the fans kind of get attached to certain characters, like they get upset like if something happens with the storyline or if somebody leaves? Like, how do you think that affects the way we view TV?
You cut out the last part. You said how does it affect the way we what?
We view TV. Like, have fans, like, how do like now that we can interact with you guys, like does it help with the storyline or certain characters or the way like you play TeeTee?
Well, I like it because it gives instant feedback. Right away as people are watching it, if they like it, if they think you were funny, if they think you did a good job. I don't think it should. It probably does for some people, but I don't think it should affect the creative process. You shouldn't let it. You can't second guess yourself. You know, you got to go in and do what you set out to do, and hopefully people like it. But you can't be like, oh, what are they gonna say on Twitter if I do this? What are they gonna say on Twitter if we write that? You know, you gotta, you know, part of doing this and being an artist, being an actor, being a writer, whatever, is that you're putting your vision out there. And whatever's in your heart is what you're trying to put on that screen, and you can't allow outside influences to change that.
Right. Because
so many people have so many different opinions. You know, you won't know what you're doing from one day to the next. You know.
Yeah.
So I feel like I'm glad social media is there because we can get feedback from the fans and know if we're doing a good job and giving them what they want, but we can't allow fans to dictate what we're going to write and how we're going to perform and that sort of thing. But we definitely, at the same time, we want to give them what they want. So it has a little bit of influence, but we can't let it have but so much influence.
Right. Gotcha. Okay, so with that, how do you actually prepare for your character TeeTee? Like, are there certain audition techniques or certain things you use, or just your environment, like the other people in the cast, to kind of play off of?
Well, at this point, we've been doing the character, so I'm speaking for everybody else. I'm assuming this is true. We've been doing the characters for so long, it's like second nature.
Gotcha.
So at this point, you don't really have to prepare 7 years into it, you know. You have to, I mean, obviously you have to learn your lines, and you have to be able to evoke certain emotions. Like last season, I had to do a scene where I was crying, and well, they didn't ask me to cry, but I was upset because of losing a cluck truck and losing all my money and everything.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
So before I did that scene, you know, I was just in the trailer, I was listening to sad music and just, you know, thinking back on stuff that happened in my life that made me feel sad and made me feel bad. And then so when I went in there to do it, the tears just kind of came naturally. I didn't have to force it or anything like that. So that type of preparation I have to do, but as far as becoming TeeTee, that's just second nature. I just go in and I could just turn it on and off at this point.
Right, gotcha. Okay, so for people watching at home, like me, you know, who want to be aspiring actresses and actors, who look to you and say, hey, you know, I want to do what he does, what advice would you give them?
First, I know a lot of people are coming to Atlanta because there's a lot of shooting going on down here, but the major parts are still being cast in LA. That may change one day, but as of right now, I feel like if you want to be an actor, serious TV or film actor, you have to be in LA.
Okay.
That's the first thing. Second, you have to realize that it's a marathon and not a sprint. Like, I became an actor after, how long was I in LA? After 3 years living in LA, and I got lucky. I caught a break. I was just in the right place at the right time.
Yeah.
I was extremely lucky. That was 3 years. So, and everybody's story is different. Everybody's way in is different. So you can't compare yourself to other people. One, you might come out here with your best friend. Your best friend might book a major role in a year. You might not book one for 5 years, 10 years. You know, you might book a job, but once that job is done, you might have a dry spell before you book another one. There's just no guarantees out here, and it's a grind, and it's a hustle, and it's a lot of work. You know, that when you actually get on a set and get to act, that's the fun part.
Right.
But all the stuff in between is going to test your patience. You got to have a lot of patience, and you just got to be determined. You know, because the only difference between people who make it and a lot of people who don't is that a lot of other people just give up and go home. So really, all you got to do is outlast those people that are going to give up.
Right. Oh my gosh, that's very inspirational. And I was thinking about that too because, you know, for African Americans, a lot of people are moving to Atlanta because, you know, you have Tyler Perry Studios, a lot of BET shows are going there. So I know a lot of people have been questioning, you know, if they should still be in LA or if they should go to Atlanta. So I think that kind of confirmed that for us too.
Yeah, well, again, remember, that's just my opinion.
Right,
In my opinion, I think LA is the best place to be. But you might talk to somebody else who came down here to Atlanta and had a lot of success. So like I said, it's different for everybody, And, you know, anytime anybody comes and gives you advice, it's just their opinion. And it's just, I'm telling you the best that I know. But I'm by no means, you know, an authority or somebody who knows everything. So get advice from different sources. And at the end of the day, you got to make the best decision for you.
Right. Gotcha. Okay. One last thing. I'm such a foodie, and I know Atlanta has some really great food. So what is the one dish that you have to have while you're in Atlanta?
One dish.
You can pick one. You can give a couple, but what's like your favorite thing to eat when you're in Atlanta?
Well, I'm down here working out all the time, so I don't really just get to eat what I want.
Okay.
But let's see. There's a place called. There's 3 places. I can't give you no specific dishes because I gotta go and eat hamburgers with no buns and, you know, just straight protein, you know, eggs and omelets and stuff like that.
Okay.
But there's 3 places down here that I really like to go to when I'm on my healthy kick. Is a spot called R. Thomas. They got a lot of healthy options, vegan options. I'm not a vegan, but you know, if you're a vegan or vegetarian, they got a lot of good options there, and they also have real meat and stuff like that. It's another spot called Mary Mac's. That's kind of where I go when I want to cheat a little bit. A lot of good soul food. And Gladys Nice Chicken and Waffles. I personally feel like it's better than Roscoe's.
Whoa.
Their menu's a lot bigger. You know, I know some people in LA gonna be mad at me about that, but Gladys Nice Chicken and Waffles is a good spot to hit if you want to come down here.
Okay. Barry's going to give you all his social media, so follow him so you can stay up to date on all the latest info.
Alright, it's my Instagram is Barry_Floyd, my real name BARRY_FLOYD. Same thing with Twitter, and Facebook is just me, Barry Floyd.
Okay, great. Thank you so much, Barry. I know we all appreciate this, you taking the time out, and I know you're still shooting in Atlanta, so everybody look for Barry on Season 8 of The Game. He's shooting right now. Thank you all for tuning in. I'm Alicia Ivory. Until next time, peace out.
Like we always do with this time, I go for mine.